this tour is kind of accent this particular species of tree called dogwood. There's about 30 different species of this, and it's got a bunch of different uses. But does everybody know the old legend of the dogwood? Well, the old legend of the dogwood is that Christ's cross was actually made out of this particular type of wood. Okay, and the legend goes on to say that because his cross was made out of it, he wants nobody else on this earth to have to carry his burden. So from then that point on, the dogwood was never meant to grow big enough to make a cross out of again. Okay, and it's also, when it grows like this one over here, lots of them will be curved and it just wouldn't make anything. Now, but there are uses for it. What do you think we make dogwood out of? I mean, what some of the stuff that we use is made out of dogwood. It kind of fits in with the old legend. It's made out of, anytime you need something that takes a lot of pressure, you make it out of dogwood, like handles and stuff like that for tools. Because it can take, like a chisel, you know how you beat the end of it? It won't splinter, it won't crack if you make it out of dogwood. That's the way the legend goes. Also, the legend transfers into the flowers themselves. If you'll notice, they're made in a cross. And at the edge of each one of these crosses, there is what they say is a nail hole. And it always has a crimson border around it. Now, actually, I'm going to let you in on a secret. Are you ready for this? That's not even a flower. They're specialized leaves called bracts, B-R-A-C-T-S. And what those do is help the flower in the middle, which the legend goes on to say is actually the crown of thorns, because this will turn red in its later stages. But what this does is these leaves, specialized leaves, actually are white to attract insects into this. So it'll actually, because the dogwood itself is a hermaphrodite. It's a male and female. It's got the male and female parts right here, and that's how it pollinates, by dragging those insects in, and they climb on that part of it, and then this falls off. And the wonderful thing is it has little red berries. Have you seen the red berries? If it wasn't for those red berries, wintertime would be really tough on the animals around here. We're talking squirrels, all manner. I think 36 different kinds of birds actually feed off of those. We can't. They're not really edible for us. One of the big time uses, especially back during the Civil War, was its ability to make a poultice or a remedy for malaria during the Civil War. We ran out of quinine. How many of you have ever heard of quinine? Ran out of that, so they used the inside of the bark on the dogwood tree, and it was almost as effective as the quinine at combating malaria. Wonderful little tree.